And we're live. All right. Good morning, party animals. Welcome to Monday. It's the Anon Fairlaunch today. I'm apparently in the dark. This is how my morning's been going. I was like hey, everything's kind of taken care of. We're like figuring everything out. In the last half an hour, 6,000 people asked me questions, trying to help frickin' Russell do some stuff. And as of 60 seconds ago, I thought it was 10:30, not 11. I thought I still had tons of time to make the stream, and Juan was like, "Hey, so it's time to go live right now, hey?" Hello.
Yeah.
All right, rock and roll. So we're pretty much good to go on the whole pools and launch and shit. Is that what's going on right now?
Yeah, that's what's going on right now. All the pools have been created. The Fairlaunch is ready, and yeah, it turned out to be way more expensive than anticipated.
That's awesome. I mean, we've been trying to get that number up off of like the 8 wax, 10 wax kind of thing or whatever, right?
Yeah, nevertheless, I don't know if we did it the way I would have liked it to be, but yeah, we
What can you speak to that? What do you mean?
well, I think that there are mainly three reasons why that number went up.
Okay.
And the first thing is that the price of wax is at least 25% lower than in the two previous launches.
Right. And we
So,
took in way more USDT this time.
yes, that's the other thing. We have more liquidity.
That's good.
And
I think it's cool.
Yeah, the more liquidity part, that is good. The price 25% lower than last time.
Yeah, I mean that's
not good. And this time we only have 1,000 tickets, and that also makes the price go up.
Right.
The previous launch it was around 3,000 tickets.
Right.
So yeah,
that's good. Rock and roll.
It's good, yes, but I don't know if it's ideal. I don't. In the end, I don't know. I know that one thing is good, and the part that is good is that we have more liquidity. The pools are deeper this time, and that's good.
That's always good for sure. All right, people in the comments, I'd love to get other people's opinion. I mean, like people asked us to have less NFTs, right? That was like a pretty strong consensus among most of the people from the Wiener drop. Like, oh, there's too many of these things, blah blah blah. Right, fine. And a lot of people have asked for, that like, hey, I'm just buying like 8 wax. What the fuck is the point or whatever? Now, granted, like 44 wax is basically like 8 wax now, which is fun.
Yeah, that was a reflection we were making with Jose this morning. Well, not this morning, a few minutes ago, while we were creating the pools, and if you see what we've built with launch bags, and people will be able to use it somewhere this week. Start using it for the self-service part.
Yep.
What really disappoints me is that we are very happy because we have right now a 12K liquidity to get started with.
Mm-hmm. That's huge.
No, I'm sorry to say it, Corey. I mean, that I'm really sad.
It's the biggest one we've ever done.
Yes, absolutely. And so because of that, I'm extremely happy. Okay. And I think, yes, that's good. But if we were doing this on Solana, if we were doing this on a ton,
nobody would notice.
Yeah, 12K, it's like, okay.
I mean, you start where you start, not where you don't start. So I guess let's flip it around. There's a thing you don't like, Juan. What do we do when there's a thing you don't like? We brainstorm how to fucking solve it. Let's go.
Absolutely. Well, we're already working on that, but it's sometimes I would like things to be faster, to happen tomorrow.
Okay, but, so here's the thing. This is one of my favorite questions. Go find for anybody, and honestly, write this down. You're gonna want to stick around for this. Tim Ferriss, 17 questions. And one of those questions is, how do you make your 5-year plan your 6-month plan? Right? So that's what you want. Fine. And like, want it to go fast. Also fine. How do we get 10 million TVL? Like, what's a faster way? And really, like, we need to go find 10 investors that have 100 grand each they want to put in. That's the start. And then figure out how to help them deploy it in a way that isn't stupid.
Yes.
Right?
True.
And like breaks 0 laws of physics. kicks things off or whatever. But like that's ultimately that's what we're saying, right? Like, or get instead of 100,000, 10 people with $100,000, get 100,000 people with $10. But one of these things might be easier than the other. We're not really sure, right? But again, like we've been doing marketing really well to our community here. How do we do marketing to everywhere else? And honestly, like we're also building that. Like the Telegram app is kind of all about that, right? But then what else could we do in that regard where we could actually break out and target Solana holders or whatever? I mean, really, like the missions. What if we only for the WAN token? I mean, we're not really going to do this, but like again, hypothetically, what if we only took partner projects from other chains for the next one? I mean, I don't want to do that either, but I'm just like, hey, we want to toss it up. You want to go faster? We got to fuck shit up.
Yeah, I don't know if that would really be something.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I'm just tossing around ideas. I don't think that's a good idea.
Because the thing is that if getting a wallet on Wax was really easy and onboarding was really easy and getting some Wax was really easy, then I think we should approach people from other chains. But if we have to ask them, hey, look, man, go to Solana and buy some WOF, then bridge it to Wax, then sell it, and then you will be able to come to the IDO.
Would you do that? Would you do that for 100x? Of course you would. So quit worrying about that. I mean, and again, like
wait,
we want to reduce friction, but like I can't solve for that tomorrow. You want to go fast? You're just bringing problems, not solutions.
I agree, but the thing is that I can bring. I think that if we do that, we're bringing a problem.
Oh, 100%. Like that, there are definitely challenges, right? So hey, crypto stores, crypto alpha plus nifty mini applications. I mean, again, I think there's I think what we're already planning on Telegram, I think has a really good chance of dramatically increasing the number of people that have eyeballs on this. And like the way you guys are the way we're thinking about designing it, where you don't need a Wax count until you do, right? Like there's like all these potential things that can happen in the app that make it as frictionless as humanly possible for people to get in on the thing. But again, like if we want 10 million TVL, if we want it on Wax, then those are the issues we need to solve. Either we reduce that friction, which I think is going to be potentially really hard, and I don't know how to do that, or we make it so valuable and market it so hard that bridging to Wax or getting to WUF and coming over here and getting Wax is fucking nothing. It's like an obvious, of course I'm going to do that because I like money, right? Like that's like, these are just fucking little tiny problems if there's that much potential gain. And right now there is.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Right. Well, but the problem right now is liquidity.
Okay.
If you want to buy, let's say, $10,000 worth of Anon, you will kill it. You will, we will not kill it, but you will pump it big time.
Well, and this is the thing. Like that's kind of the other challenge I brought up, right? Like, if we had people that had a huge amount of money, we would have to sort of brainstorm an intelligent way for them to deploy it that wasn't just completely and totally smashing the pools and then basically just getting dumped on by everybody else who has the token, right? Which is interesting.
Yeah. And I think in that case, I think that they won't be able to dump it, because if you buy $10,000 worth of the token, you will really pump it, and even all the rest. No, they are not enough. You will have too much value if you do that.
What do you mean?
I think that if you really manage to buy 10K out of the token, it will be very difficult. Well, no, it depends on the liquidity in the end.
Yeah, no, that's depending on how much of the supply you have, like everybody else could take profits on that. You would exactly. Just look at the chart. That's exactly what will happen.
Yeah, but I think that you will get a large portion of the supply if you manage to snipe the pool with 10K.
Oh yeah, no, if you snipe the pool, like you basically are that. I've talked to bullshittles about this. Who when he snipes heavy, right? Which is why he ends up coming away, even when we have a ton of liquidity. It's costing him more and more and more to get large swaths of the supply. And honestly, like we're bootstrapping, right? Like this is a process we can't sort of necessarily invent the end of the scale, but we're doing that, right? So it's like if it keeps increasing the way it's increasing, that's like, it's almost like a geometrical advance right now. I'd love it for it to be, exponential. We're not quite there yet. But if you look at like the first three, where we started TVL on AI God the first day, Wiener, and this one, the progress is pretty fucking significant. Like if we did that same ratio all the way to the 10th, we're in the hundreds of thousands at that point, right? And again, like after that, we want to have an ecosystem where people are dropping tokens all the fucking time. And then you're going to constantly have collaborations between all those tokens and the other tokens to create, network liquidity, right? Like AI God and Wiener and freaking Anon and Wiener, and everybody fucking hangs out with your Wiener or whatever, right? And, and that starts to create some TVL that's really interesting. It's sort of like,
sorry, what were you doing with your Wiener?
You got it. Everybody wants to party with my Wiener. What? Russell, read this 3 times, Juan.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's
right.
That's true, and I have to say that that's 100% right, because when I have gone to different chains and I have to bridge and do this, and it's painful. It's usually when I get the largest returns.
I mean, so that's our marketing strategy right there. This is, to me, like why, I think I've been having a ton of fun with the partner projects. Obviously, this is creating a base, and that base is growing, right? But one thing I think that I could do better, we got all these Twitters, whatever, right? Like getting the whole, like that marketing narrative is like, we are microcap. There's people looking for microcaps on Solana right now. Like we're the mother of all microcaps. We've got a core community that's kind of rabidly attached to this and very, very excited about it, right? We got stuff coming out all the time. And all you got to do is like swap to WUF and bridge it over on the Wax Cloud wallet that costs like fucking 2 cents or whatever the fuck it is right now, right? It's nothing. It's nothing for potential gains that are absolutely ridiculous. And if anybody else on Solana finds out, rock and roll.
True.
Right? And then I think it's just consistency. Everybody hangs out there. I mean, yeah. That's what you do with Wiener. This is the way. Russell, by the way, I just sent you some presents. Russell actually missed the claim for all the things because I forgot to remind him about it. It's terrible.
I think this was amazing. Both things that we had running over the weekend, the drops for LP tokens.
Yeah,
I think that went really well. It
not bad. Yeah,
didn't sold out, but I think it was very, very good. I think we had from there $2,950 minus fees, whatever. But it was very good. I think.
Yeah. One thing I would change. I was telling Russell this. Could we not? Let's say for whatever, because we're going to do one next. I think that's going to be a little bit different or whatever, right? But like for the next one that we do, like a big promotional cycle on or whatever, could we launch that at the start? Right? Is there anything stopping us from going, okay, like say FAFO is next or whatever, right?
Yeah, we could start at day zero, and that's it. You're right.
Yeah,
that's
that'd be fun.
We could do.
Because I ran into some like time compression because I wanted to get more. And sort of like the weekend kind of got away, and it sort of it was what it was, but the real
one. Yes, I will create that maybe later today or tomorrow. I will create NFTs for liquidity for the real one.
So there you go.
But and I think that we could create multiple. We could create it for a WUF, for a USDT, for Wax, and multiple tokens. So that's an interesting experiment.
Dude, do it for all of them.
Yeah,
like because now you're putting see if we did lithium, like suddenly that's buy pressure on lithium.
Yeah.
Bro,
I'll check that. That's
both of these suckers are hard right now. Oh shit.
Yeah,
and then and obviously you can make them more scarce too, right? I mean that's like each one of them, and that would be a really cool gift to all the people that put in liquidity for this last one, because a lot of them kind of went in hard or whatever. Like if we you got to put Wiener went in a little bit hard. Sorry, I couldn't resist. There you go. Yeah, Russell, have fun opening those things. That was like, I really loved that about the packs this time too, where like a lot of the partner projects just kind of went a little crazy, giving us a bunch of stuff to have in there.
Yeah, and we still have the bounty where I saw this morning that there are lots of NFTs in the
So many.
in the Bax Nifty
So many.
account. Yeah,
Um, let me do this here. Analytics. So yeah, total unique users was 339 on the contest. Total actions 4,300 because like the referral thing was allowed on there. So yeah, no, it definitely went good. So I want to figure out. I don't want to have too many winners. Maybe we could do that this afternoon or tomorrow. But the winners will go out like that bounty's done. The winners will get announced and excuse me, will go out. We just got to figure out actually how much we got. Like Tools, Crypto Alpha sent in a bunch of Tools tokens, like 1 million or something like that. And a bunch of other people sent a bunch of really cool stuff. So we've got tons of stuff to give out.
I still have to send 20 betsies for those rewards also. So yeah, there's a lot of things.
Cool. If you thought of trying to get partners to do more pools on Taco Meals to create more liquidity, tons of actual shitcoins have used it to get some pretty high liquidity. So imagine actual products. So, I mean, that is definitely on our mind. Pretty soon you're going to be able to get liquidity on Wax on Edge itself. I personally have been.
You are already able to do that. Wax on Edge already. Wax on Edge already allows you to add liquidity. What? You can do that from your wallet, and there, what we are doing is that we are using the Nifty pools. You go to swap.nifty. Well, it's from swap.nifty. The only UI that you can use to add liquidity at the moment is launchbacks or Wax on Edge.
Can you show me that? How do I do that?
Let me share my screen and
because I mean I've been waiting for this and you were talking about like we were going to use WaxDAO for the farms.
WaxDAO for the farms, but that part we cannot do it yet. We can only add the liquidity. We cannot create the rewards. We have to go to WaxDAO to do it, but we will
have to do it manually or whatever.
Yes, but let me just get the right.
Is there still going to be the pool creation cost on WaxDAO for all those?
The pool yes, there will always be a tiny creation cost for the pools.
Okay.
And you will be able to pay it with Nifty, I think. I don't know if you can already see my
hold on, I can.
My screen. Boop. But basically, I don't know. Can you see my screen now?
Okay, yeah, we're looking at it right now.
Okay. So basically, what you have to do is go to my wallet on Wax on Edge, and then, it's there. And then you go to here. It's in open positions, so you can see the different liquidity pools that you have. Here I have. Well, I'm logged in with the Bax.nifty account, which is the one we use for the liquidity pools here.
Right. That's
why I have here all the.
Amazing.
Yeah, there's still one. I have to figure out why do I have this. I don't remember why. Tack, and I have all the pools that will be here. But here you can add a new position. So here you can add liquidity to Nifty blocks, to Taco, to ADEX, to DeFi box. It's not possible yet to add liquidity to Alcor. It will be possible, but as Alcor uses this thing with concentrated liquidity, the UI is more complex, and we haven't finished that yet. But
so Nifty blocks basically this is our own LP. Like I wouldn't use anything other than that personally, right? And so when I do that, I'm getting a token back, right? Like that, because that's how we're going to stake that.
Yes, you will get an LP token, and that we will be able to use it on WaxDAO to get rewards.
Fucking A.
And that's something that I will definitely start doing with one token. Yeah.
Right. I mean, there's tons to do here for sure. When launch miners.
It's still not the best UI, but that's also something that should be coming soon. It's the full redesign of Wax on Edge, but everything in due time.
Awesome. No, that's great. I mean, that's that now. Like this next like this week, basically. Like I want to, and so with the Nifty, with the LP. Well, not so like WaxDAO is never mind. I'm stupid. Because like you can add, anybody can add liquidity, and WaxDAO is permissionless, so anybody can use that anyway, and it doesn't matter.
Yes, and that's the point. That's one of the reasons why we are doing it that way, because I think that limitation that you can only create farms if you are the owner of the token, that's stupid. Because remember that one of the things that we have to do, and we haven't done it yet for some tokens, is that we have to renounce the ownership. How the fuck will you create a farm if you renounce the ownership of the pool?
Yeah, no, it's. I mean,
it
like
doesn't
it
make
stopped
sense at
Lithium
all.
from doing it. Like because we didn't have, like we haven't been able to do it really for Wiener or AI God. Like there's 20 pools that both of those projects should be doing all the time, and Non's going to want to do it too. Lithium's been held back. We've only been able to do it with like Shipple or with other people that can kind of do it for us because they have the token contract ownership. Because like of course Lithium is through tokenized NFT. We've never had the keys to that, right? So yeah, no, it's been tough. So this is interesting. What's the freaking Nick? What is up? That's awesome. So how does Wax on Edge do with rewards for staking versus Taco? I know Mios pay out directly partner coins, which of course gets people to want to stake to earn, and it's great for collaborations.
Yeah, and that's what we will do via WaxDAO. Because what you will do is that you stake the LP token, and you can get up to 4 tokens, I think, as rewards. And I don't know if it's more. I have to check that with Mike. But even if it's not there yet, I'm pretty sure Mike is really open to.
So the UX thing, like for the people running the projects, totally no problem. I'll go to WaxDAO, do all that stuff.
Wait. It will be possible to do that directly from launch banks.
Okay,
so that's the thing, that we want everything to be centralized there, because everything that is liquidity related will be, well, even if it's the Nifty pools from swap.nifty, we want everything to be managed from launch banks, because that's really where we do all the tokens. And Wax on Edge keeps on being a DEX aggregator, so it should always allow you to add liquidity wherever you want. Yes, if you do it on Nifty blocks, it will be nicer because we will have cool rewards or whatever. But the idea is that it's a DEX aggregator, so it should be open,
do whatever you want.
Everybody, and you should be able to use any platform on Wax, any DeFi platform on Wax. That's the philosophy. That's how Waxpaca started, and we have to respect that, because that's the vision of the project.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, just staying clear to that vision is really, really good too. I like that a lot. Now, granted, like, am I going to use any LP that isn't Nifty blocks? No, but I'm super fucking biased. So, so that's good. So, and the other thing too, like the whole sort of ethos of, for any partner project, like, everything has to be on the Launchbags page, right? So like when you want to go in and stake some LP or whatever, right? You're going to be able to go there and find the farms, like all of them, right? Like go to Wiener, you're going to see all the 10 WaxDAO farms right on the page, right?
Yeah. You should see everything there.
Yeah.
But that's
cool. That'll be good. And of course, all that is under construction. But I mean, that to me, the most exciting thing to me is that Nifty LP. I've been waiting for that. So that's gonna, be a thing that exists now. I can start working with Wiener and AI God to get tons of farms, and honestly, like Uplift, hasn't really had any farms going on for the last little while. I'm gonna go fucking batshit crazy on that shit.
And that's something you can already do. You can go and add the liquidity on Wax on Edge and do the rewards with WaxDAO, and great.
Yeah, as long as I know, that's the thing. Like, as long as I know the sort of token contract for the LP that's going to come out of the Nifty LP, like that's it. That's all.
That's the only thing that you need. Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. Is this freaking Fairlaunch starting in a couple seconds here? What's going on?
In 3 minutes. 3 minutes. So maybe you can share the page, because I don't know if you've seen the page.
I have.
With the Fairlaunch and everything, and the nice liquidity pools that we have. I really like it. That will be start trading tomorrow, but it's cool.
Okay, let me share this here. I'm glad we have some time, because I still have like tons of unopened packs. I don't have to worry about it because there's 24 hours.
But there's something important right now.
Go on.
And it's that this will only be open for 24 hours, right?
Yes.
It closes tomorrow when the IDO starts. So if if you were not aware of that, remember that this is not like last time that you were still able to get the Fairlaunch after the IDO. This time, when the IDO starts, Fairlaunch closes.
What he said. 1 sec, Nick. I'm going to grab you all the links for this stuff. Right meow. Here is the Anon page. This will just take you to the normal page. There's the Fairlaunch button right up at the top. You can go to.
Yeah, this time if you go to swap here, there you should be. Right now you won't see.
Doesn't see anything. That'll be when the IDO launches. That populates.
Yes.
Cool. That's awesome.
And the rating already shows you all the pools that we created today. So it's
awesome.
Basically 12K worth of liquidity, which is very nice.
That's really good. That's really good. I like it. I'll show you this stuff. I'm actually on the wrong page now. Where'd that thing go? Right. Not there. Where are you? Come on now.
What are you doing, Corey?
I got onto it like another. Oh, it's right here. There we go. Sorry. I was on the wrong tab. So yeah, the swap thing. This is where the IDO basically will happen. It's going to show up tomorrow.
Yeah, that will show up tomorrow at this time.
And Nick, I don't even know. I haven't really talked to Nick about. He's like OG Uplift way back in the day. About the whole Launchbags thing, meme token platform, all that kind of stuff. But this ratings page is actually gonna have kind of like a rug checker rating. It's gonna be analyzing a whole bunch of on-chain, very objective data to sort of give people the health of that token, that's getting launched, and just so they can kind of make like snapshot decisions based on whether they kind of want to be involved or whatever. So that's going to be really fun. In the meantime, basically all the information is out there, right? They got all the allocations and stuff, and it lists all of the active liquidity pools plus how much is in it, which is real cool in my humble opinion.
Oh yeah, but what I don't like is as the prices are fluctuating now, you have a tiny bit of less liquidity than what we expected. But yeah,
is what it is.
Yeah, it's what it is. But it's very nice, It's I like how that works.
It's coming together. Yep, it's coming together. Thanks, Nick.
And there, if you click, for example, on IDO. No, the IDO is not the IDO, but there you see.
You see the account that it's in.
Is. Yeah, and for example, that rewards
and all the vesting.
There is vesting and everything, and you can check there when the vesting starts and so on. So you can really see.
Oh, dude, I didn't know that.
That's
fucking awesome. So yeah, this is Juan. You wanna answer this question?
Is the wax spent to blend the Fairlaunch going to liquidity in some way? Okay, initially we thought that should be the case, but something we were discussing with Anon is the possibility of using that wax to buy Anon in the if we see the price dropping after a couple of days, buy back with whatever came from the IDO, but there's no decision made there. I think he's allowed to do whatever he wants, but the idea is whether put it back into liquidity or use it to buy Anon back from the market to help with some buy pressure there.
Yeah,
but, we'll see.
Personally, I would love to see like a 1% buy pressure a day on that lot. Or something like that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like you do it so that you can create floors. That was one of the things I was thinking of doing for even with rewards. I think there's smarter things to do with the stuff in the rewards accounts for these things. But you can set one-sided LP positions that basically act as like a buy floor, like a spot buy floor, like a market buy, which would be interesting. Sort of creates a permanent floor and chews up whatever sell pressures on that. On at that level, but I really like the idea of like almost like a dollar cost averaging. Like if you had however much wax is going to be in there or whatever, right? Where it's just buying a tiny little bit every single day, and it just like sort of adds this buy pressure to whatever's in this thing, right? People might be selling, they might be buying whatever it is, but like that little bit is sort of getting added into the LP over time, so that it's not like subjective, right? Like that. Subjective might work too, right? Like it might sort of hit like a little thing, and they can just sort of do whatever they want. So anyway, that's kind of where that's at.
Yeah, and Fairlaunch
Dude,
is open, Corey.
so good. All right, well, let's fucking. I don't even have. That's the thing. I don't have tickets.
There are already
Shit.
150 claims.
Oh fuck!
Nice.
All right, they're not fucking around.
Yeah. I
Okay.
still have. Well, I will claim mine after the show because if I do two things at the same time, I will mess up. So
That sounds like something that happens to me every time we do this show. As
yeah,
long as
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't look at Telegram. Yep.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
So
that on that the wax stuff that's coming in from the Fairlaunch, it's ultimately Anon's decision what they're gonna do with it, but they'll do something cool with it, in my humble
yeah,
opinion.
yeah. No, I'm pretty sure they'll do something cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, you got 25 million? Is that what is it? What's that? It's random. 25 gazillion. Man,
25
Funko Coffee.
million?
It's good to see you commenting, man. That's awesome. They had like NFT coffee last cycle. That shit was good. Good. Yeah, if you guys ever do that again, you'll have a customer in me for sure, without a shadow of a doubt.
Wow,
Man, I wish I had
12.6
25 million.
million.
God damn, that's pretty fucking good.
It's cool. Cool.
All right, there you go. Yeah, so yeah, that'll be fun to watch. And really, it'll just end up increasing the amount of liquidity in there anyway. We have 24 hours. Yeah, no, I mean, what's funny though? Like, I know we have 24 hours, right? Like, I was there when that decision got made, and I'm still like, yeah, but I gotta do it right now. Oh god, the DGen energy is strong today.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, it's
dull.
good. It's good. I really like how this is going.
Me too.
And
me too.
Yeah, Corey, one question I got from someone this morning is, do we have more tokens lined up for the launch bags? And I remember you told me about a couple of people who approached you, but I don't remember who they were.
Yes, we still. I need to message them back. I don't know them, so I wanted to have an interview with them with you.
Oh, okay.
Somebody that asked. But yeah, right now, like we have basically one on the schedule, and so that's sort of, I think, an interesting question, right? Like, we can go in there and we can sort of make the token and run the process. I wonder if we shouldn't run the process as much as if it was like a real token. I mean, like a real project or whatever, just to kind of run ourselves through the motions of what that looks like, in the self-serve context, right? Especially like if we want to do the liquidity NFTs, like, do we want to launch all that stuff tomorrow? Probably not, right? Or well, it wouldn't be tomorrow. Tomorrow's the IDO, but you know what I mean, right? Like, if we're gonna do the liquidity NFTs, we should have them out there for a while, in my humble opinion.
Yeah. That definitely, we should have it there for a while.
Right?
Yeah.
Do it right.
Yeah.
Because I want to become one with the one, and I want $1.
One.
And honestly, like,
yes.
I've got some ideas about how to basically, because we're gonna be busy doing some things. I don't know if you guys have noticed, we're building like a bunch of fucking projects. So like, is this gonna be a situation where there's gonna be a dedicated team on the WAN token? No. Now, granted, like, we got some tools, but I've been thinking about how to create and basically like an AI run automated token marketing system on Twitter, and so it might even work on Telegram. But like, there's just to keep like some consistent and always new stuff going on at all times. That's at least as good as like some of the $1 billion market cap, Twitter feeds out there, because they're all kind of doing the same thing, right? Anyway, some stuff on my mind. Everybody's super interested in that, I know.
Yeah. I would really like to see how it works if you do it with AI, but yeah, it might work.
I don't know. I mean, that's like basically like, well, WUF. WUF is using AI to generate all their images.
Yeah, but to generate all their images, I don't have a big problem with that. I think that that's fine.
You look at their posts; they say exactly the same thing every time with tiny variations.
Yeah, that I don't like a lot. I think that that using AI for the images, it's fine, But
Yeah.
engaging with the community, I think AI it's not ready yet for that, and
yeah.
and it can help you with some stuff. Yes, I agree, but engaging with the community for me is the most important, and that should not be AI.
I completely agree.
At least not now.
What do you do when you don't have the amount of time that we might want to put into building a WAN community? Is my point. There's going to be people launching tokens, and I want to give them every single possible tool we can. I mean, everyone should build a community, should do all that thing. Great, right? But like, if there's like all the stuff on Solana that's getting launched like every fucking 5 seconds, like every meme becomes a thing, and it has an arc, right? It's going to have this moment, and it's going to have price volatility up the fucking wazoo, and then it's going to fade off or whatever. That's coming to wax. I don't care what anyone thinks about it. People are going to start doing that, and it's going to start having an effect. Now, is it going to be as important as like an Anon or a Wiener and an AI God that have dedicated teams that are planning on working on this stuff for years? No, of course not, right? But they will be interesting.
Yeah, I see that, but nevertheless, I think that if you are doing things right, you don't have a big team, that's fine. But then you should have ambassadors. You should start having people that becomes part of your community, and that it's so involved that they help you grow the project because they are invested in the project. And I think that is what really makes it successful.
Yeah,
I don't know how to create that. To be honest, I don't know how to achieve that. But in my mind, that's what really makes a project big.
I think that's important. So like just to follow that up, because I think you're right? Like I think like my sort of AI automated thing, like my thought about it is probably a bit more advanced than most people are considering, just because I've done some things with AI that honestly no one that I've talked to has done yet. Except for really big teams. So like there's things that you can do that can get a lot closer to sort of emulating that capacity to actually communicate and do so in a way that has value. It's not just like fucking chatbot bullshit. Anyway, all that aside, I really love what you're saying about the community thing. To me, that's a much longer term, and it's actually kind of skews far closer to the whole point of all of this stuff, right? Because I know for you, and for me, like we've been obsessed with community building for a hot minute or whatever. So what would an ambassador program baked into the Launchbags platform itself look like?
I don't know.
Yeah, think about it for a minute, because you're gonna have an idea. I know you will.
That's something important. Yeah.
Kek, what do you do when your ambassadors leave and launch their own versions of your project? Well, if it was me, I would celebrate their success, but I know not everybody is that cool.
I agree with you, but to some extent, I think they should not leave. If they leave, then you did something wrong. If they start their own project, I think that's good.
Yeah, 100%.
But they should not leave, because if they really leave, I think they are leaving because of something you're not doing right.
Yeah,
I don't know, and I'm just guessing here, but I don't know.
I completely agree. If people are leaving your project, it's because you're doing something wrong.
Yeah,
and you, honestly, you want to figure that out and solve for it.
Yeah, and I think it's good that they create their own project, because that is only helping the ecosystem grow. But they should still be a partner. They should still be someone who you want to work with and 100%. Do collabs with and so on.
Yeah, I think, yeah, you could. I'm not going to say anything, because that's the best way to say it, for sure. Right. Yeah. I mean, that the more people doing more things, if you're operating in a collaborative way, only helps you. Yeah. So innovation is not the way to go. No, innovation is exactly the way to go. But just to understand that, like, literally everybody who can see anything is gonna, basically run with those ideas. Because again, how many times have we said this? Ideas are dog shit. Execution is everything. And you've executed a lot. And granted, like, I think there's, some constructive criticism that, I can offer if you want it. I'm not going to do it here. But there's tons of things that the people can do. And like anybody that's like, oh, they stole my idea. Fuck you, dude. Like everybody's going to steal your idea. Like people are going to steal the idea for this, like all the time. It's because ideas are dog shit. No, ideas are everywhere, right?
Absolutely. But I think that I would say that most of the time, if not all of the time, no, but we all made mistakes. But the execution of Kek has been very good, in my opinion.
Yep. I mean, that's
he has
definitely
basically he
for
has
iteration.
paved the way for all the meme coins on Wax.
Without a doubt. Like there's, I think the what is it like? Emulation is the highest form of praise or something like that. That's not the right way to say that, but you get the idea. Yeah, no, I think that if you have an idea, and I said this about Keck right off the bat, this is not a good idea. This is a genre building idea, right? Like it's strong enough that everybody else is going to have to do it. And I didn't know like CWIF over on Solana was already doing it. So it's a thing that's been out there. But yeah, it's got legs. It's really interesting. And getting that to also go into rewards is something that even CWIF didn't do. And obviously, like I'm a huge fan of that. I freaking love doing that. And watching the mining stuff and like there's I got into the Keck mining, and it got a little bit too complex for me to keep up with, frankly, because I have too much to do. But I mean, there's stuff coming out constantly, like just the pace for Keck, I think, has been something that other projects could learn from, because it's been really aggressive.
Yeah, and very innovative and creative also.
Yes,
I think
agreed.
There's a lot of good things going on there.
100%.
And that's something you can only achieve if the team or the owner of the project is really involved and always thinking about new mechanics, new things to do.
100%. No matter, like, I don't care what anybody says about Keck, they're clearly dedicated and trying to build something really amazing. I mean, that's just totally true.
Yeah.
More power to them. But yeah, I mean, I think having, for me, that sense, the thing that I kind of want to take personally for this as a lesson, having a situation where people that are in your community want to go and build something else, I definitely want to be the kind of person who can A, go and help them, and then B, figure out how we can collaborate and make things even better for everybody, because I think that's always possible.
Yeah, totally.
There you go. Create a great experience, engagement, and value will follow.
Yes.
Indeed. So where are we at on this thing now? There's 24 hours left. Like, doing the counter on it is just so not necessary, but I still want to do it. It's never dull.
Yeah.
Never dull.
Yeah, for someone who was asking there the time, July to me was asking about the time of the IDO. IDO is tomorrow at 17:30 Central European time and 11:30. That's, I never remember what's your time zone, Corey.
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah. So halfway through the show. That's kind of becoming sort of standard for us, because we really love doing stuff while we're actually doing the show. So we just kind of do it halfway in the show. Yeah, Manifesto was drafted up during the OG Uplift days, and that was always our thing, man. And you asked Lisa Chandler about it. We had the biggest community thing that Wax had ever seen when we launched Uplift, and that was and we worked really, really hard on that. And again, like, trying to promote every other project that we possibly could, which is like, obviously my personal favorite move. There's a way to do this where you can help everybody else win, and that makes you win by default. Like, you're basically like caught up in the draft of helping everybody else, and it doesn't always work, and it doesn't matter. There's the number of really, really cool partnerships and collaborations that become possible over time just expands. It's really good. I'm a huge fan. I like it a lot. Speaking of which, I actually did first gratitude ceremony in the Uplift with Super Sam yesterday. It was really fun.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we went into Mind Test, and it was nice. It was really nice. We just put some gratitudes up on a wall, and Nick was in the comments. It felt really old school.
Really nice.
Yeah, it was good.
Nice.
It's good. Faux show. Oh shit. There was the actual document. Yeah, I don't know what this manifesto is then. Yeah, I definitely want to see the document. Frickin' send that shit to me. What is happening? Let's go. Yeah, and I definitely, Nick, I just saw the freaking 404 Ninjas thing. A, no clue what it is. B, saw there's some AI music in it, so I'm already freaking interested. So Nick's got some kind of project cooking. I mean, well, yeah, I'm not gonna give. I don't want to freaking pound the email address to go out there. But I'll hit you up on Facebook.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool beans. All right, so IDO tomorrow.
IDO tomorrow.
And really, I think the rest of my week is going to get eaten up doing some planning on all the possible Nifty Blocks LP stuff. I've been waiting for that for a while.
The rest of your week will be finding and preparing for the next token launch.
I mean, that too. I've got.
But yeah, you can also do the planning for your LPs.
And I don't know, right? Yes, and all of the things.
Yeah.
So. Yep, brain fart. I'm gonna drink some more coffee. So okay, so the I sort of feel like, depending on how we want to do it, and I'm really like, if self-serve is going to go live pretty soon, like there could be a lot of just stuff going on anyway, which is going to be interesting. We'll see. We have no idea. People might not use it at all. I've got some ideas, but yeah, the rest of your week will include watching Anon melt faces. I believe it. Absolutely. Yeah, no, that's gonna be fun to watch for sure. I need more Anon in my life, frankly. It's gonna be good. We've had some brainstorming, just so you guys know. We've had some brainstorming sessions with Anon. Like, it's gonna be busy.
I'm already prepared for the IDO. For the IDO, yes.
I need to get my shit together. I need more money.
Well,
I need to buy more wax.
Who doesn't?
Oh shit, it's fun. I mean, with wax being this price, it's sort of like it definitely feels pretty fun buying right now. Half of me wants wax to go to a penny. It's gonna come back up. Who gives a shit? But if it goes to a penny, I'm gonna sell a kidney and buy some wax.
If you sell a kidney, it's better if you create a balanced portfolio. Buy some Dawn, buy some wax, buy different tokens.
Buy some wax, buy some AI God, buy some Nifty, buy some Lithium, buy some Wiener.
Yeah, that would also work too.
Yeah. So that's the Corey version of a diversified portfolio is a little bit fucked up, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, but there's a big difference right now because thanks to Alcor, now we have USDT on wax, and that's something we didn't had last cycle. I think that if we would have had USDT in the previous cycle, things would have been very different when the market started going down, and that's already good.
Oh no!
Buying Wiener is illegal in most states. I don't know if buying it is illegal.
Hot dogs. That was a sex joke one. There you go.
Okay.
I love watching your cheeks go red. It's one of my favorite things. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Anon, what's up?
But it's buying the Wiener illegal, or is renting the Wiener illegal?
I think both.
Both?
If we're it's like renting is definitely illegal. Buying is either slavery or very, very bad eating human flesh, and nobody needs that. That's even scarier. So it goes from like very illegal to like maybe murder.
Oh, yeah, man, I don't know what do you have in your mind,
dude.
I don't know.
Too many wiener jokes. Well, and really, like the one show in the last month where I didn't make a wiener joke, I made the one sad, and I can't live in a universe where I make the one sad by accident by not making a wiener joke. So it's just gonna be what it's gonna be.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Cheers, man. New Wax on Edge, UI, launch bags, Nifty, LPs. I'm excited how this is coming together. Me freaking too. And like lots left to do, right? Like especially on the UX side, like there's going to be tons to do on, making sure everybody can get to the farms and do all the crazy stuff like on every page. But I mean, there's so many features are already baked into that stuff. I'm excited. I'm really excited to see like the token creation process, sort of see where the UX is on that. That's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, but well, that one is really easy, and yeah, we will see it this week when we create the one token. But you know what really excites me about what we're building right now, more than the UI redesign or whatever, is having the possibility to place limit orders with the liquidity pools.
See?
That for me, because that for me is a game changer in the sense that we will be able to start organizing trading competitions and really bringing more activity and more trading volume to Wax.
I like it.
That's something I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
the limit order thing, that's really fascinating to me, because like it just, you could almost, I mean, that's if Anon wanted to, and I honestly, like, I would definitely consider, because they've got so many really, really good ideas. Do nothing with that. And again, like, don't take this advice. I'm just sort of like, I'm brainstorming in public. This idea might be shit. But like, Wax is so like idiotically cheap right now. Sit on it. Do nothing with it, because they've got so many plans. Like, they might have that post IDO dip that a lot of projects have or whatever, right? But they also might not, right? So like, figuring out what that's going to look like,
never know,
right? Figuring out what that looks like in a month, 2 months, whatever it is, right? Wax could be freaking 20 cents in 6 months. We don't know, right? So like, there's no need to rush with any of that stuff, is I guess my point, right?
Yeah, that's true. There's no need to rush, and I think that's important. That's important. Take your time.
So this is a good. Thank you, Red. We actually had this. This was why that first launch took so long. So we were trying to do everything at the same millisecond, but now there's a really, really good answer to this question, because it's actually what Juan learned while we were all fucking hanging out for the AI God launch for 2 hours, right? So someone in TG had a great question. What's to stop somebody from making a pool early with their Fairlaunch tokens? I would love to address this, even though Juan is the genius who came up with this stuff. Jose might have helped. I don't know. But so when we create the token, you actually can't move it. They literally say, okay, nobody can do anything with this token until we change that rule. And so we can make all the pools. Juan can get in there and you can get it all set up. There are 10, 12 pools, whatever there is right now, right? Nobody can actually move this token. Try and send it. You're not going to be able to do it, right? So you're not going to be able to go into, to build a thing, because you can't actually do that transaction yet. So that's how. So basically, everybody has this token. It's sitting in your wallet. You can't actually move it until we say, okay, yes, you can move it now. And one important thing on the back end, Launchbags actually, after doing this process, renounces ownership of that contract. So like, once that's done, we can never sort of put a lock on it again, which is sort of like, we think are really important. Is that true?
Yeah,
I'm right about that, right?
Not 100%.
Okay, sorry.
You can move the token.
Okay.
If you want, you can send me your
you
AI
just can't send it to like the exchanges,
but you cannot send it to exchanges. Indeed.
Okay.
There you go. It's only blocked for exchanges.
Okay,
yeah.
Thank you. That I was completely wrong then.
Yeah.
More or less.
Yeah.
All right. So either way, you can't make a pool there.
We call it. It's non-tradable. But you can
still
transfer and whatever. But,
okay.
But of course, there's a on transfer fee that you will have to pay. But the only limitation is that you cannot transfer it to exchanges.
Okay, cool. All right, thank you for that. Well, hey, Red, thanks for the question, and thanks for bringing it from Telegram, and thanks for telling everybody what the actual truth is, as opposed to my made up fucking bullshit opinion.
Yeah.
Is that real? That can't be real. Like Wednesday token, you can only do transactions on Wednesdays. I don't think that's real.
We could build that.
Could you really build that?
Yes.
I mean, A, why would you want to? But B, like, that's interesting.
But it will be fun. You like can only trade on Wednesdays.
You're like 1 day a month. Like that would get so weird.
We could do the trad fee token for traditional finance, and we will only allow it to trade in those short, stupid hours that the stock exchange uses, and blocked during the weekends. So we should have that
Okay,
token.
so just like somebody
Absolutely.
does like the Nasdaq or something
Yeah,
like that,
something like
the
that.
SPX or some bullshit. Oh
Yeah.
my god, that's fucking funny. Yeah, then you come to the old question: Wednesday in what time zone? Well, that's a whole thing. That is a whole thing.
True.
All right, this is me sort of claiming stuff in the background every time I go quiet. I finally managed to get into my account that had tickets in it. It's very fun. Anyways, so yeah, so for the next one, I think it. What do you think about whether or not like if we're gonna treat Juan like a thing, right? Do we want to just include it as like one of the first 10 and then rock and roll on it for a week or two?
Go again. Let me.
Okay, so with the Juan token, we're obviously
Yeah.
going to show it as a demo. We'll like launch it live.
Yes.
Everybody's going to see that happen on the thing and whatever, so people can kind of understand how it goes. Which I'm excited to sort of like walk through that process live so that people can kind of understand it. And then, the question is, we were just going to, when we were first thinking about it, we were just like going to do a show. We were going to launch the token. We are going to add a little bit of liquidity, rock and roll, just let it go to the wind, right?
Yes.
But then I know you've had some ideas about it, which, is inevitable. Juan is going to have ideas about it. I think the memes are going to start writing themselves. And, then we were talking about earlier today, like the one thing I would change about the LP NFTs that we had out is that it would have been cool to just start there. Like 2 weeks ago when we started doing the promotional cycle for Anon, like have those NFTs out there, just so that it could be like a constant thing. I would have had more time to get more money and buy more, right? Or whatever, right? But like it would be this thing that was out there. So I think, that is something that I would recommend to any project that was starting, if you're going to have, any kind of sort of marketing cycle or whatever, that, you start there because there's no reason not to. So that being the case, do we want to do that with Juan? And if so, how many days do we want to go from sort of starting the Juan idea to running the Fairlaunch and IDO?
Yeah, the thing is that I really want to open launchbacks to the general public, and remember that the one token was only something that
I know
that we were going to use for the example, and it was not going to be a real token. But apparently, it's my name is too memeable. I don't know.
It is. I mean, you are too memeable. I swear to God, TC's gonna make. So okay, even if we've got the if we did that on Wednesday or Thursday, because you're right. Like we want to open self-serve, and we also want to have that example walkthrough, so people have that as a resource. To then go and make stuff if they want to go and make stuff on the platform. So even if we open the NFT open for 24 hours, like I know, like I want to donate some for the LP, but buying an LP NFT that has the vesting or whatever would be way cooler. Like even if there's only like 10 or whatever, right? Like we want to kind of help produce like a tiny little bit of liquidity or whatever. So there you go. Juan needs attention like any other launch.
Yeah, maybe.
Now,
maybe it's true.
Here's the other thing: we could always launch it and then do everything after, like promo wise. Like people, might see the IDO, they might not. But
I don't know. I can create NFTs tomorrow and open the pool, open them for sale and see what we get for liquidity. And we should do this as a very in a hurry campaign.
So
a speed campaign,
right? Friday is very often like meme token day.
Yes.
Right. So we got the IDO tomorrow. Obviously, tomorrow is a non-day. We're not going to be talking about Juan tomorrow. Well, I mean, we might, because who doesn't want to become Juan with Juan on a Tuesday? So, but the IDO is going to be the Anon's going to be a thing tomorrow. But if we do the NFTs today, we say, okay, you have till like Thursday night. We're gonna do the whole thing on Friday, and then we're gonna bake in a few days for it or whatever. So, and then the partner pools, liquidity pools thing is going to be available on the platform, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then we can say, to all of our, friends and partners or whatever, anybody that wants to send some stuff in can do that, right? So we've got the time for that. Are we doing a Fairlaunch for one or no?
Well, I think that we should, because I want to show the functionality, how to do the whole thing. Yes.
Okay. So working backwards from that, everybody's going to need Fairlaunch tickets.
Oh man,
I'm telling you, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it.
Yes, I need Fairlaunch tickets.
Don't we all?
Okay.
And then we need to figure out, how do you want to get them out there? How many partners do you want me to get for you? We the whole and I think this is actually an important sort of thing, right? Because we've been doing these things. I wish I had more time for Anon, frankly, just because there was that week where 6 days where I had nothing but gigs, and then I couldn't freaking see straight for a couple of days, whatever. Right? So that I was too busy personally, right? But obviously projects need to do their own marketing. They can't lean on us for that. In perpetuity or whatever, but that the whole idea, how much can you accomplish in 72 hours is an interesting question. It really is, right?
Yeah.
So then you're sort of carving things down to their absolute essentials. What can we take that we've learned from all these different things to get the word out as much as we possibly can do over the space of 72 hours, and still, obviously, there's going to be people FOMO out that show up on Saturday, oh God, I missed the whole one thing. Yeah, honestly, when we go self-serve, you're going to miss tons of shit. You're going to miss tons of shit all the time. That's going to be the standard, right? It's going to be impossible to keep up, which is exactly how we want it. But at least then, we could sort of have that, figure out what a 72 arc looks like. Because we kind of did that with, AI God had way less than a week, right? We decided we were going to go.
Oh, yes.
And Dennis came on board, and we were like, all right, fuck it. Let's do it in 4 days or 5 days or whatever the hell it was, right? It was nuts. But It was pretty good. It wasn't bad. And we know a hell of a lot more now than we did then.
Oh, yes. I think it was very, very good. And I think that Winner was even better. And I think Anon, even if you say that you didn't have enough time, I feel that Anon is by far the biggest.
It is. And honestly, and I told Anon this already, when I had less time, they were still, in there because they've got, a community building experience. They've got wax experience, right? And Wiener, the Wiener Queen and AJ, really good friends of mine. They're literally learning how to do Web3 stuff now. Aggressively,
that's also amazing.
I love that. No, I'm a huge fan.
Having a Winner, for me, it's amazing because it's onboarding new people to the blockchain, but not onboarding them to become end users. They are making their own project, their own token. So
from day one,
that's really amazing. Yeah.
They owned Wax for 10 minutes before starting this project, and didn't own any other crypto. So I think that I totally agree. Having that as a thing. I mean, it's good for me, right? Because I'm seeing what we're going to need to teach to muggles to kind of get them from ground zero to being effective. Not even just as here's how to use crypto and what NFTs are and blah blah blah, blah, right? But the basics in running a community and doing that kind of engagement, because it's not obvious. But anyway, Anon has all that, right? So even when I was slaving away in the fiat mines, which is I stole that from one and I still love it, right? They were doing really, really good things. So we didn't really lose any a ton of momentum there. I just always wish I could do more, kind of all the time, frankly. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah, what we have to create now? It's a blueprint.
Yeah. Yes.
That should
checklist,
be on
100%.
Not only the checklist. I think it should really guide people step by step, not only on the technical side, but what do they have to do to launch a token? What is important? What kind of partnerships do they need? How to evaluate if a partner is a good partner or not for their project, and so on. So I think that we should have a nice PDF document on the Launchback's site for that.
That's a really good idea. It's maybe we could do that. I mean, we can brainstorm that this time so that I mean, again, this is it's aggressive, but even if we had the outline for it, because I think this is going to be an evolving document potentially. Right?
Absolutely, it doesn't have to be something that is ready on day one.
As we figure out what the bare minimum is to get to that 72-hour drop is, right? We can honestly we should make some even just the sections on it today. just so we can start fleshing it out, right? Like, that you're totally right. Like, you want to go out and get some, I mean, at the very basics, liquidity partners, but you're also going to have Fairlaunch tickets. How do you want those to go out? The best ones that we've seen yet were in packs where partner projects were, invited to send things of value to promote their own stuff and do some things, right? Like the bounty block thing, if you wanted to get into that, like that, there's so many things that we've been doing that have had a pretty profound effect. Oh yeah. When can the auction winners claim their 1%? Where'd that end up anyway? I didn't even look.
That ended up very nicely. I think it was around 11,000 wax per each NFT. And
for
what I'm
each
going
one?
to do, yes. Let me. You can go. Maybe you can share your screen and show the result of that.
100%. That's awesome.
Yeah. No, I think it was very nice. But okay, to claim it, what I will do is that I'm creating three blends that deliver tokens, and they will be able to burn the NFT and receive the Anon.
Awesome sauce. All right, let me go to the Launchbacks page. Go to auctions. And auctions,
you have to filter with ended.
Oh, there it is. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking A, look at that shit.
Share it.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
That.
Anon, thanks for asking that question, man. I totally forgot about those things.
Yeah.
Cool beans, brohemes. And they all kind of ended up in the same kind of order of magnitude, too. That's really good. Sorry, one second here.
Yeah, I think 2 of those went for 11K wax, and the other one a little bit less, but
a little bit less,
nevertheless
10K.
Very good. Yeah,
I mean, that to me jumps up to be like not a must-have, because none of this is a must-have, but like why wouldn't we do this for one?
Yes, the claim will be available tomorrow. Indeed, yeah, we could do that for one. Well, my only concern here is that the 3 auctions, it's the same wallet who won the 3 auctions, and I just hope it will be just fine.
I mean, everybody wants to get in on that stuff. $5, that's freaking bullshit. I mean, the thing is, like, we wanted to have it set up so that people that wanted to come in and invest with some weight have some options to do that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think we've done better on this one than on any of the other ones, whether it's the LP NFTs or or this stuff. And really, to your point, like if we wanted to make sure, like if a whale wanted to come in, not doing 20 of these for 20% of the tokens probably makes sense, right? That way, you don't have any, or you have less single points of, potential failure or whatever it is, right? So, but I loved having 3. Like the dynamics of that were really interesting.
Yeah, and that's nice, and we will release them tomorrow. But maybe for the next one, we could do something like, okay, it's 1%, but you won't get it immediately.
I love
the
like
IPO time. I don't know.
Could we not do it with a vesting contract?
Yeah, we could, but for these ones, it's easier if we do it with the NFTs because I was thinking, initially my idea was let's use the address who claimed and then create a vesting for that address. But the problem is that the NFT will be circulating there, so someone can try to sell the NFT even if they are already claimed the tokens, and I think that would be very confusing. So it's better to still use the NFT for the redemption. Yeah.
Dr. Steve. Dr. Steve, is he here? I haven't talked to Dr. Steve in so fucking long. Oh my god.
I don't know Dr. Steve.
Oh man, I do. He actually went to, if it's the same Dr. Steve, and I can't imagine it would be a different one, but Jen and I actually went and hung out with him and his family in New York. Big into the uplift. Cool. Yeah, just amazing guy. Man, I haven't talked to him this cycle yet, though. It'll be very, very exciting if you decide to come in and smash him on like it was a red-headed stepchild. That's amazing. So, idea could be dumb again. Couldn't we do like? Couldn't we use this to do a minor pre-sale?
A minor pre-sale.
Yeah. So I mean, always geeky. If you made it one per wallet and somebody was doing 3 of them, they could just make 3 wallets really easily. But I mean, I definitely see your point. So we've done that in other places, and it's been, at least semi effective, if not perfectly. Usually more effective than not. Anyway, so instead of 3, do 100. Not 100 because that's dumb. 20 maybe. And basically say, okay, there's going to be 3% of supply. Is going to automatically go into like a pepper stake staking thing. You just like auction off these NFTs.
Yeah, we could do something like that.
Right. I mean, it's just like
we have
the
to
math
think
is a
about
little
it,
weirder,
but
yeah.
But we
even
could.
this, like, if we change nothing, I think this is definitely interesting. And I know like Anon wants to do paid marketing and stuff like that. It was already spending some of their own money to do that. And of course, like the stuff from this, we explicitly said it's just going to go to Anon. They can do whatever the fuck they want to do with it or whatever. But like, that it's a non-trivial amount, frankly, right? So like that could get really interesting.
No, it's very nice for a project to get started. It's really, really nice.
Freaking Dr. Steve. That makes me very happy. Very happy. All right, so there's just under 23 hours left to do your Fairlaunch. Everybody get in there before it's too late. Oh my goodness. It'll be interesting to see if people miss it. Because I imagine that number won't be 0. Because it never is. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting though.
We'll see.
Yes, indeed. That's fun. So yeah, IDO tomorrow for Anon. Those days are always exciting. I'm trying to figure out where to get money from. It's funny too. Like I'm always sort of like thinking strategically about, okay, what token should I get, just so you can like do as few jumps as possible on Wax on Edge and set it. Hey, didn't you say like on Wax on Edge you can set the slippage higher now?
Not on Wax on Edge. You can do that on launch bags.
Oh, only on launch bags.
If you go, maybe share your screen so that people knows it for tomorrow.
Let's go.
Because that one is an important one.
It is. You're correct. 1 second. I gotta find out where my shit went here.
Yeah, that's an important one. But you have to go to Winner because that one already has the widget there.
Ah, yeah. Good call. Gotta go to the Wiener.
Yep. Where's the Winner Queen, by the way? I haven't seen her in the streams lately.
Yeah, she how many tickets are left? I don't know. Some. I think lots. Oh, how many tickets are left? Or how many spots are left? How many claims are left? TC, could you explain that question? Yeah, Megan and AJ went to St. Augustine this weekend and she turned her phone off, which I fully respect, although I did miss her a great deal. Launched. Boink. All right, so swap.
So now choose there where you see the slippage, and then you can get it to. I think there's a limit to one, or there is no limit. I don't remember, but
yeah.
But the thing is that it's really prepared to snipe the pools and do your best to get as much as you want.
That's awesome.
Because that was really frustrating in the last couple of launches that I was not able to get it really quick because of the slippage. So
yeah. But that's it. Well, and Bullshit Bulls told us on the AI God one where he like freaking ran away with stuff in the beginning because he went in super heavy and super fast. He actually went in and fixed his slippage so that it was really, really, really high and just got in ahead of everybody else because he got accepted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wiener swapping was a thing back in Roman times in their shared pools.
In the shared pools.
Oh shit. That's spicy. Oh, sigh. That's fun. All right. We got a minute and a half before our not really hard cap. What else do we need to talk about until the IDO tomorrow?
Well, I think there's nothing left to talk about. I think that people only get ready with your Wax, USDT, Nifty, WOF, whatever you want to use to snipe the pools, and
Snipe at the
yeah,
pools. Let's go.
get ready.
That's gonna be fun.
Oh yes,
All right,
it's
man.
gonna be
Well,
fun.
yeah, I'm stoked. And seriously, like the things are they're coming along, man. Like that, like where we were 2 months ago, like, oh, this is an interesting idea. It's really taking shape. And I really, really love how, us running these experiments really is informing how the platform's getting built.
Yes.
Like that's the stuff that we end up finding to be successful, becomes these baked in things so that other people are going to be able to take advantage of that and kind of learn how to do it in the same, as they're doing it, right? Huge fan of the idea of having like a PDF or like a how-to kind of
Yeah, it's like the blueprint
100%, right?
on
Even
how
like,
to launch a meme token.
right, and like here's how to think about, here's what other large projects are doing for community building. They
Yeah.
just kind of really empower people to have the kind of tools to know what they actually want to do. Corey and Juan, I think I have a damn good idea for a project that can involve Juan. I mean, I feel like you're threatening us with a good time now.
Yes.
Yeah,
cool.
I'll reach out.
Cool.
We got till Friday to figure it out. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
I like the idea of a 72-hour, like, all of the craziness stripped away. What can we actually accomplish in that amount of time? So I really do think like even like the Hawk Tui thing got me got my brain going a little bit, not least of which because it's fucking hilarious. But like it went from internet meme to token with like a $20 million market cap in like a day and a half. Right? And it's Solana, fine. But like the actual, the tokens that are dropping to sort of assign some kind of dollar value to an actual internet meme, it's gonna happen, right? And some of those memes stick around for a long time, and some of those memes are gone in fucking 72 hours. But it's I think there's gonna be so much potential attention on that. And so if we're also giving people a bunch of really, really amazing tools to take like an idiotic freaking meme on the internet and make it something that becomes, potentially has like staying power, it's really interesting to me. Anyway, I'm also really amused.
Yeah. Let's see.
If we have access to old legend assets, I definitely don't have access to any old legend assets. And that company is defunct. We survived. They didn't. Just saying. Fuckers.
Corey.
Yes.
Smile. Relax.
Let
it go.
I'm good. Like, yeehaw. Again, like, here we are.
Yes, here we are.
Better not.
Building awesomeness.
Fuckers. Oh, sorry. Anyways,
Zen Corey. We need the Zen Corey here.
Yes, that's why like all the images that I make for Zen tribes, most of them have some kind of Zen meditation thing. Because at least if I created an AI art, maybe someday it'll that level of Zen calm will exist in my brain. It's not gonna happen, but we can aspire to things. Other thing I want to talk about tomorrow and for the rest of time one, I also feel that like fuck, we're not going fast enough. I really do.
Yes, I agree.
We can identify the challenges all day long. We need to start iterating on figuring out how to actually make it happen. And anybody else that's in the comments, whatever it is, right? You guys know what the goal is. The goal is $10 million TVL for the Launchbags family of projects. Anything that launches on the platform, we want to achieve that, right? Any ideas you guys have on how we can do it without magical hand waving resources? Like go find a guy with $10 million. Fine, you go find him, right? That's not an easy thing, but there's going to be ideas that we can do to hopefully accelerate things that we're not already doing. I personally feel like we're going to end up bootstrapping and just sort of increasing things by 10, 20, 50% every drop, which is ridiculously fast, frankly, right? That has some very, very big dividends in like 6 months. But yeah, I love the idea of going much, much quicker as well. And I'm gonna keep brainstorming
Yeah.
until I figure it out.
Yeah. But I know that we should go faster, but on the other hand, I also think that we have to make things right. So we have to find the right balance.
Yeah. No, I also I like this speed, but I also like anytime we have that one dissatisfaction energy, I think it can be pivoted into good fuel, right? Like that's always the where we get, and maybe we'll brainstorm, maybe we don't come up with any better ideas about how we can sort of like ramp things up or whatever. But I mean, there's always the chance. Why miss the opportunity? For sure. Yeah, Nick, I'll give you a call and fill you in on how all that shit went. It was it's been fun. It's been fun, and honestly, like it actually has been fun. For like coming back was like a little stressful because all the FUD and all that kind of stuff. But working with Juan and Nefty is fucking fantastic, and this entire community that we're building up around launch bags is fucking fantastic. And AI God Dennis is building that. Nick, you remember Dennis from the Uplift, and the Wiener team is freaking fantastic. And Anon, is going to be doing some amazing. Like we got really really lucky, frankly, with like how all this stuff started. So it's pretty exciting. And obviously, like the Nefty show, I'm pretty excited about that too. I get to do this every weekday. It's fucking fun.
Yeah, that's good.
Anyway, so yeah, things are good. Things are good.
Okay.
I mean, they're not good for Legend, but.
Things are good for who deserves good. That's how life works.
Said. That's very well said. I agree. All right. We went over.
Okay. Yes.
Do the thing.
Let's do the thing.
Boom.
Boom.
Nailed it. All right.